of the biggest excuses that I hear when people be like, I want to start a YouTube channel, or, I need to start me one. The biggest excuse is I don't have a camera. So I want to address that head on right now because I'm back. And I wanted to jump on here and share some things that I've been doing recently, and it's been working amazingly well. You don't have to have a camera, okay? You do not have to have this big old expensive DSLR camera. You can literally just shoot your YouTube videos with your phone. And I'm specifically talking about long form, okay? Because I know short forms we usually shoot with our phone, but I'm talking about long forms. Y'all, I've had my YouTube channel, my lifestyle. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm Angel. First off, I have a lifestyle channel that I've grown and had for years. And I created Creators Corner over here to give you guys practical tips, helpful tips to help you on your creative journey. I know I fell off. I've got my lifestyle channel back active, shooting out weekly videos. And you guys, I have not picked up my DSLR cameras at all. I have literally been shooting my YouTube videos with a phone. Kid you not, all of my content, you can go watch my previous 20 videos plus, and they have all been shot with my phone. All the videos from, I think, maybe February of this year, 2024, every single video has been with my phone. So I wanted to address this head on because I literally have a $3,000 brand new Canon camera that I purchased at the end of last year and have not even used it, not once, for a video. So it's kind of a shame because I have a lot of cameras, of course, because I've been doing YouTube for years. So I have all the cameras, I have all the gadgets, but I literally bought a brand new $3,000 camera and have not used it. So this is me telling you, you do not need an expensive camera to start shooting YouTube videos. So I do not want to hear that excuse anymore. I'm putting this video out there, so I'm going to teach you everything I know and how I'm doing it right here in this video here. So if you want to learn how to do it, keep watching because I'm going to break it down. It is actually not bad at all. And I'm going to tell you how I'm doing it and every piece of equipment that I'm using with my phone. So first things first, you do want you a nice camera that can record in good resolution. I'm currently using an S23 I'm shooting on right now. You do want a lot of storage with the phone because videos do take up way more space than pictures and all of that. So especially long form because it's going to be, longer content. If you have a smartphone that's more on the newer side, I would say, because if you again want that high quality, you do want to get one with a good camera on it. Grab your phone, get to shooting, turn it vertical, start shooting your YouTube videos. Now, the benefits of using your phone, honestly, it is so much easier to shoot. I can take my phone all over my house. I can, shoot while I'm traveling. But the kicker is editing. Editing becomes so much easier for me specifically, and it may be for you too. That's one benefit of it. I can edit anywhere I'm at, whether I'm traveling, whether I'm in the car, the truck, and the husband's driving, or vice versa, because he edits too. So either one of us can edit at any point in a given time. We can be sitting in the doctor's office. We can pull out our phones, go to editing. I mean, it just makes life so much easier because we can edit anywhere. Now, editing actually becomes easier, and I use an app called InShot to edit my videos, but also I can crank out videos a lot easier too, because a lot of times with a computer and editing software on your computer, when you have to learn how to use editing software, and sometimes they can be extremely hard, especially if you don't have a lot of tech experience or past experience using editing software. You either have to learn it, you have to either watch a lot of YouTube videos, learn how to use it, you have to take a maybe editing class or whatever the case may be. Learning editing software is not the easiest, but learning to edit on your phone is so much easier. It's literally a piece of cake compared. And then two, computers crash all the time with editing. I have went through so many computers. Matter of fact, I still got a lot of computers in my house, but editing software can crash computers, and it just, oh my God, it can burn your computers out. I have found editing on my phone and shooting on my phone has just been so much easier. That's why I haven't went back to the DSLR cameras or editing software, honestly. And will I go back? I don't know, because I am enjoying using my phone. It just makes life so much easier. So I don't know, because it's just a huge benefit. Editing is easier. Shooting is easier. No extra cost. Again, you don't have to go worry about paying out for an expensive camera or paying out for editing software. No added cost, and having a computer that can handle the editing software on top of that. So no extra expensive added costs. I will show you the things that I'm using. You don't have to have these items, y'all. These are just things that I use to up my quality of my videos, but they're not needed. So it's really no extra cost if you don't get this stuff. One thing I do use is a microphone. This is it right here. It comes in a little like case, a charging case, and it comes with a receiver that you just pop right into the phone. And so that as you're talking to the mic, it picks it up through your phone microphone system. So yeah, that again, it's not expensive. I think I got this one for, oh, I've had it for so long, but I will link it for sure. But it was like maybe $30, $40. But it wasn't expensive, one, because microphones for your big cameras can be very expensive. I have paid anywhere from $70 to up to $100, $200 for microphones and receivers and all of that good stuff, just depending on which microphone you use. Now, as far as lighting, the lights that I use is actually more practical and less expensive too. I actually attach this to my stand, and I'll show you guys my stand too in just a second. But this is the light that I use. It's adjustable. You can adjust the color on it. You can adjust the brightness on it. It's rechargeable and a small, compact, and portable. And you guys, this thing is bright. I've literally filmed all over my house with this one light, and I love it, and I highly recommend it. And if you want a even really, really, really bright light, which you shouldn't have to have one that extremely bright, but if you do want to get a couple shadows off of, you can just put 2 of these. These are not expensive too. I got them from Amazon. I can't remember the price of them, but again, they weren't expensive. I will link them. Again, attach this to my stand. Speaking of my stand, I'm going to pop in the stand that I'm currently using. Y'all, I've used a lot of stands over the years, but I found this one as of right now to be my most functional stand for my phone. And with this one, it does come with 2 attachment pieces if you want to attach 2 phones, like if you want to shoot one vertical or horizontal. I've done that in the past too. This one is my most functional camera, and then I can also attach the light to this stand too in several different ways. If I'm shooting horizontal, I can attach this up top. If I'm shooting vertical, I can attach it on the side. It's just a really functional stand for my phones. Plus, it's a pull up and pull down, so you can pull it up really tall or you can push it down to really short. So super adjustable. I like this one a lot. And the last thing that I use occasionally is this little mirror here, attachment clip. So sometimes I want to see my shot. I'll attach this to the stand so that I can see my shot while I'm filming. I can attach this to the stand and look at the mirror to see how I look on my phone. That's another accessory. It's not absolutely needed. No, I just use it sometimes when I need to see how I look and making sure I'm staying on camera. Outside of that, those are the accessories that I'm using, but they're not needed. So you really don't have any extra expenses if you don't buy all that stuff. That's just in case you want to up your quality of your video, but you don't have to have it. You can shoot in front of the sun. You can shoot outside. It's just ways to get around that. It's so easy. So all the excuses that I'm hearing, I don't have a camera, I don't have editing software, I don't know how to shoot, let it go. Use your phone, turn it vertical, and go to shooting. Get in some sunlight, go to shooting. Shooting with your phone makes life so much easier, and it's not as complicated and not as hard as shooting with your big time cameras and editing software. I'm not saying I would never go back to that. No, I'm just saying right now this makes my life so much easier, and then you can do it. You can do it. You can totally do it. I did want to mention for music, I still do use Epidemic Sound in case I do put music on my YouTube videos. You can still use it on your phone. It's an app. You can download the music right to your phone and put it in your video, still in your editing software on your phone. So still works with that. So if you do want to sign up for Epidemic Sound, y'all use my link. I'll link that below too. And then like my stickers that I use, like I'll pop up a little thumbs up sticker. Yeah, make sure to tap that. Subscribe sticker, all that I can get right in my editing software on my phone too, InShot that I use. Okay, so let me share with you one con of using your phone is storage. So yes, I do have to delete videos and before I film new videos, things like that, or move things to Google Drive. But I also use this flash drive here for your phone. And this is 1 terabyte of storage, which can hold a lot. By the way, a terabyte can hold a lot. So I do move footage to this a lot of times. I may move it to my Google Drive to get it on my phone, clear up space off my phone. That is the only con of using your phone. You don't have large memory cards, but this is large. This is really large. So it works kind of the same as a memory card. You can just move it to this, just get it off your phone because our phones only have so much space. Other than that, that's the only con as of right now, but it just makes life easier. So I hope you guys did find this video helpful. If you did, make sure you give me that thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you guys have not, because I'll be coming back giving some more of my tips and gems and things like that I use in my creative journey. If you guys got questions, this is what I really, really want y'all to do, because I want to be helpful to you drop me comments and let me know, what are some things you want to know? What do you want to learn from me? If you had to pick my brain, what would you want to know? Let me know. And the things that get the most traction, the most interest, I will come back and try to do videos for. Remember, this channel is free for you guys. It's free information. And I have so much free content out there anyway. Like if you guys want to check out all my free ebooks, I have so much free. I really don't charge for practically much at all, if anything. But let me know. I'll leave all my links and things that you can grab below. And I'll see you guys in my next video.